Keep it rocking, babe. Don't go, babe. Just stay, baby. And if you really wanna know, but if you really wanna know, don't go, baby. Don't go, baby. Don't go, babe. Just stay, baby. And if you really wanna know.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the PDXDOPE Live podcast. It's your man, Double R in the building. Yeah, I like this song right here. You listen to the sounds of the Sonny Marley, produced by C. Anthony B. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a nice Friday evening, chilling out. I hope you're chilling with us at the PDXDOPE Live podcast. We're back at it again, doing what we do, having a good time, sharing some conversation and debate. Like I said before, we might not always agree, but we understand where we're coming from. So I want to go ahead and give my people introduced. My man Elijah Jackson in the building. What's up with you, brother?
Man, what's going on?
Man, ain't shit, just chilling on a Friday evening, man, getting ready for these NCAA tournament to get started. I think they already got going.
Oh, damn, it's March Madness. That go to show for how out of tune I am. I ain't really been in tune like I normally be in tune. I've been having so much shit going on, so I'm completely out of tune, man.
Got you. Well, they just started the other day. But anyway, last but not least, got my man Scooty in the building, Mr. Ivory Mays.
Hey, what's going down?
Man, ain't shit. Man, I sent the links out and everything to everybody, so I don't know if they be checking their inbox or be waiting for me to text them. But anyway, they got this shit if they want to hop in later on. But shout out to them too, though. Good evening. Geneva in the building. Ebony in the building. What's happening with you? Yeah, man. Check this music real quick. Anyway, y'all can check that out on the PDXDOPE Live Underground Radio Show too. That's in rotation. We got that shit going. But anyway, fellas, what y'all been up to this week? What y'all been what y'all got on the agenda? What kind of news y'all been hearing about?
Hold on.
Yes, and we're gonna keep it ghetto for you.
Yeah, for me it's been just a long week at the grindstone at work. Trying to get things situated there or whatnot. And then other than that, man, had to run up to Kelso yesterday to go essentially just go take some fingerprints and that was it. You know what I'm saying? That was in and out. It was a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. But that was pretty painless and seamless. So, got that knocked out. Other than that, man, this has been rest.
Oh, yeah. Salute to Pam in the building. She just came in. Happy Friday to you. Shit. Maze, you got it all together over there, man, with them technical difficulties?
Yeah, man, I appreciate your help, brother.
Oh, man,
I appreciate your help.
Gotta share the knowledge, man. It makes it easy the next time you be wondering what the hell going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So I know y'all hear about Michael Irvin.
Yup. You seen them two videos? I mean, the one brother, the white dude with the podcast that I was telling you about, where he broke down.
Go ahead.
He broke down basically, was it the Marriott?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Basically, the Marriott was supposed to release the they were supposed to release the video, and they didn't.
Right.
And so they were trying to say that he couldn't talk about what happened on the video. They was trying to limit what he could say. But if you don't give him the video about his recollection of what he believed happened, you know what I'm saying? But man, you got I sent you the thing, man. It was crazy.
Yeah,
Man,
I've seen a few videos on it.
It's crazy.
What about you, Elijah?
I followed it a little bit, but I ain't follow it too much, man. I just know Michael Irvin always find himself in some shit, regardless if he, you know what I'm saying, guilty or not guilty in this.
Mm-hmm.
He always finds his way to find himself in something. So he needs some kind of how to move training, or he needs something, you know what I'm saying, to get his shit straight to where he doesn't keep running into these same type of instances.
Okay, yeah. It's weird to me though, but it's unfortunate that would be, you know, it's unfortunate that you just have to be that. You have to move in a way to where you're not, you know, won't be perceived to be aggressive or, you know, going too hard on the woman or whatever when you're trying to get at her or whatnot. But when you look at the video and considering they try to say that it was sexual assault, and for me, just to keep the story short, it's nothing more than the manager who was like kind of mad about the situation because he liked the chick or something, and you know he was upset or whatever, and that's where this came from. Plus, she was involved too, though. But it just seems like it's just some total sucker shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I mean, I understand money grabs and all that. He's who he is, and he has a name for a certain thing, so he has that going against him. I get all of that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not casting any aspersions on him for this particular.
But because he's been in that situation before, he needs to have self-awareness and be mindful of who you dealing with. You don't want to. I'm gonna be 100 feet from you, bitch. I didn't dealt with this before. No, you're absolutely right. I agree. But I in this particular, when the video came out, I think it kind of proved his point. She shook my hand. You know what I mean? You know, now they were saying that he said, "Have you ever fucked a black guy?" to the bitch and all that. So I don't know. They didn't have no audio on the video, but it didn't look like she was appalled or anything like that. If he did say that to her, I don't know. What say you, Ivory?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it watching the video and watching her body language, she didn't appear to be appalled by anything that he said, and it looked like the manager, because you could see his arms was folded and stuff, he was heated about something, you know. He
liked her. And
exactly.
That's what I thought. That was my first thought.
Exactly. But we're gonna see, because the pressure is gonna get turned up now.
Well, Marriott Hotel is already distancing themselves from the whole situation. They're saying that they just use our name. They're different. They're independent. They're franchise. They're not Marriott. You know what I'm saying? So they had to refile the $100 million lawsuit in Arizona.
He should have sued for more than that, though.
More than $100 million?
Yeah, because remember the taxes and the lawyer fee, so he might get 40 million, maybe 35.
Yeah.
I mean that's but how much did he lose from being? I mean, like I said, I can only go by what he said. I mean, he basically said that his job said, pack your shit, go home.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? So
based on just what somebody said with no evidence.
Exactly.
It's that easy.
Exact. How much did it cost him?
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? I don't know how much those guys get paid. And then I guess he has he mentioned future endeavors You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
People might not want to touch him.
Yeah, because it's got that stank on them. This is not the type of
Exactly.
thing people want, especially in today's time. You know, they're real sensitive to that when it comes to sexual assault and harassment and those things. You know, they want to have safe spaces. So, yeah, it's a little bit. It's really sensitive out there. So you gotta keep that in mind, I guess.
It's the equivalent of to Rasheed Wallace or Draymond Green being into it with a fucking referee. You see what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool, we get it. He fouled you. You right? I'm not. That's not. We're not disputing any of that. I'm not saying you wrong, but at some point, like, come on, bro. Like, you gotta stay out these refs' fucking face. Like,
Yeah,
are who you are. They gon' cry wolf. They gon' cry foul. So why would you even? That's all I'm saying.
Hey man, the cats that don't bark with the ref get the calls. I'm telling you, it's a real thing. Don't believe me? Just pay attention. Dudes that don't say shit to him, they be getting the calls.
That's like the nigga Mystical. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You keep going to jail for the say. Like, come on, bro. Like,
the first time we didn't believe you, everybody wanted to say they didn't believe the girl. I mean, you know, she took it on the chin.
And then the second time you gotta quit it, and then you go to jail a third, like for the cup. Like, what the fuck? At this point, nigga, I'm finna go find me a wife, nigga. I don't want a bitch, nigga. A bitch can't even come give me a hug.
No, none of that.
We far enough, yeah.
Absolutely not. Right. Yeah. No, I can dig it, bro. But yeah, I'm glad that this came out for him. So he's been exonerated, maybe. Yeah. This is good. You know, I just hope he wins, man. I hope he gets the money, man. I hope everybody gets egg on their face. You know what I'm saying? Even if he did to ask the bitch, have you ever had some black dick before? So what? You know what I'm saying? Like, really didn't touch her.
No, not according to your philosophy, bro. I can't let you get off with that. Yeah, I can't let you all motherfucker because he signed up with this motherfucker corporation that said.
Oh no, you're saying if he shouldn't get no. I'm not saying he shouldn't get fired though, but I don't think that's a big deal. Who knows what the context of the conversation was, and if he was to say that to a woman and he's talking to her, you know, why should he? You know what I'm saying? I mean, she, you know, what did she say to him?
You know how these motherfuckers play like that. I mean, that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? Especially you got to think about context. You got to think about you got to think about where you're at the particular time. You ain't in the fucking bedroom.
But that ain't. But you can't. You kicking me out the hotel because I'm talking to this bitch, right? I'm having a conversation with the bitch. She ain't even buying none of y'all. The manager over here looking mad like she's giving this nigga too much attention. So then it turns into this whole thing to where, and I'm popping at her and I'm telling her and I'm probably talking dirty to her and everything because this motherfucker don't like her. Whatever. No, that's assault or whatever. She's probably, no, he wasn't doing any of that. She could have been that. He could be the hater. I don't know. But to me, the whole shit looked crazy. And if he did say it, so what?
What's her stance in this whole situation?
That's the intriguing part about this whole thing.
Nobody's gonna find out.
We're gonna find out, but nobody's really reporting on that. That's a good question, bro.
Yeah,
because I haven't really got that.
She might have multiple nut stains in her panties too. We're gonna see.
Because where does that lie? You know what I'm saying? Because that's where this whole situation lies. How does she feel like it? How does she feel about it? You know what I'm saying? And for him, you know what I'm saying? Why was he privy to that conversation? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, what's
he just came out to say he just came out and said it. Have you ever
what's his stance that you're in my venue and other people can potentially hear you speak this vulgar speech and potentially be uncomfortable in said venue? Like, is that his stance? Like, what's his stance against Michael Irvin for saying this? You see what I'm saying? Whether it was prompted or not.
What up, Cuddy Don in the building? Listen, man. I just think that they was trying to set the nigga up, bro. That's what
I don't. Like I said, I don't disagree with anything. Which I'm not disputing anything you guys are saying.
but
I'm just
still in the
saying to
same
add
though.
context, like these are the questions that are going to be asked, and he knows this. Like, what are we doing? Like, you see what I'm saying?
I get that, bro, but it's like to me, it ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, bro. That's why I'm saying if he said that to the bitch, just to say for instance, so what? He's popping at the bitch. So you know, sometimes that shit might work on some of the bitches he talk. You know what I'm saying, bro? And another person don't like. I mean, because she didn't give that type of thing. If she didn't like, didn't want to interact with him, and she works there, and there's all these people around, she just walk away. What is he gonna do to her? It's one thing if she's in a hotel room and there's no cameras and we don't see no shit, and now it's her. Now we scratching our fucking heads, wondering what the hell went on here. You know what I mean?
She isn't that you're in my establishment or the establishment that I'm employed for, harassing my fucking customers and my patrons with vulgar speech. Not only does it make her uncomfortable, it makes my staff uncomfortable. It makes other people that come here uncomfortable. It makes, say for instance, Scoot, his wife's in here. They're uncomfortable because they hearing about how you ask somebody, do they want black dick? You there with your mama. It makes y'all uncomfortable.
Oh shit, that's a good point, bro. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is that they came up to the room later, and then they asked him.
Now the extent they're pushing it to is some bullshit.
Yeah.
But I mean, these are the games we play when we do stupid shit like this.
Yeah.
So you think he said something to her?
That's been rumored though. I'm
not saying he did. I'm saying if that's the case, the case, is what I'm saying. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they're right. I'm not saying it's not a money grab. I'm not saying any of those things. What I am saying is he gives them, if that's the case, and this is how you're popping at her, you give these people all of this wiggle room to substantiate them coming at you. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Now, as far as the extent and the type of charges, that's a whole nother argument.
I mean, any charge though. He didn't attack the bitch, bro. The video is right there. You know
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't go that far. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's what I'm saying. It should, but as far as them having something to say to you, and you got to get out of here or whatever, we're going to report it to ESPN. We're going to report it to Fox, whoever the fuck you work for.
Anybody know what she looked like?
I want to say I seen a picture of her. Let me look here, man.
That's no different than if Joe pulls up on the side of you and calls you, it drops the N-bomb on you. You see what I'm saying? It's on camera. You see how his job has something to say about that shit? Because he's conducting himself in a company, you know what I'm saying? Acting like this. Get the fuck out of here.
Man. Let's see here. The girl, you said the girl that what she looked like?
Yeah, I want to see what she looked like. People say it don't matter, but it do.
There we go. Oh, she's a victim, so her name is Jane Doe.
You tramp.
I swear. But I want to say I was on YouTube and I was looking at some videos, and they had a picture of her. She was looking like she got an OnlyFans page, or it was like a YouTube.
Well, last time I checked, don't they always say that silence is participation? You see what I'm saying? So if he's being wrongly accused and she's being silent about it, it would seem to me, or would appear to me, that she's participating with the prosecutors or with the accusers. You see what I'm saying? Why would she at this point have spoken out? What's gagging her from saying, hey, this is bullshit and they need to mind their business?
What's gagging her, huh? The choice words. Irvin's accuser has not been identified and goes by Jane Doe. In the lawsuit filed by Irving on Thursday, the nature of the allegations is unclear. Phoenix police told the news on Wednesday that there has been no criminal complaint filed against Irvin. On February 9th, Irvin filed a $100 million lawsuit against a woman who accused him of alleged misconduct at the Phoenix Hotel 4 days prior. In the countersuit, the woman, who has yet to be named, is identified as Jane Doe. The woman's accusations against Irvin are still unknown.
Yeah, I say he get her motherfucking ass.
So there's a countersuit. Okay.
Yeah, that's normal. But I you know, he.
This is a
I hope he get it. Yeah, and
I got the video.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody disrespect you or whatever, I mean, she shook his hand like 3 times. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, she
wasn't
didn't take off
repulsed.
running. Yeah, nothing.
I mean, and she had people around her, so I mean, you know, I mean, I'm trying to figure out what happened. Is there something we didn't see that's not in the, you know, that's not in the tape? You know, that would be one of the things that I would be thinking.
Yeah. Well, I hope that he sues the Marriott and she gotta pay. You see what I'm saying? Because it'll help stop, you know, it'll help, you know, kind of deter other women from doing that shit when they see if they shit ain't legit or got holes in their mitt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They could be held liable, man, as they should.
I agree with that as well. Absolutely.
Fucking cocksucker.
It should be charges. You should be able to come up with charges on that, you know.
Yeah, because I mean, you're wasting resources. There's all kind of shit falling false police reports.
But what about even the women, or you know, women, men, or whatever, there's been, you know, there are real victims of crimes like that, and you know what I mean, that really go through that type of shit. You know, it fucks it up for them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, because we all can agree that's not what we're supposed to be out here doing. Nobody should be.
And there should be able to seek punitive damages for that shit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think so. I think it should be a crime. You know what I mean? How many years we talking? Scooty, go. If you
for
accuse
what
a
she did.
And we don't get to her, but like say, so like that football player, that kid that he did like 3 years or something like that. He was a prospect, NFL prospect,
yeah.
and the girl said that he raped her, and she was lying.
I think that she should have to pay, like I say, 10 to 20 million because he had the ability to go to the pros.
She ain't got it. But I'm just saying, like, in terms of criminal, you know.
She should do.
Money.
She should do. I say like 5 years, 3 to 5 years.
What about you, Jax? What you think?
Double whatever he served.
He said double it.
6.
Whatever he served, you fucking right. Like, I mean, what are we talking about? Like, you destroyed this man's life going forward. Not just he you know what I'm saying? He doesn't get to get that back. He doesn't get his prime years. It was athleticism back.
He doesn't get his reputation back.
None of that. You see what I'm saying?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's a cold. She was cold for that.
I'm with Don. She lied under oath. 7 to 10 years. You got to factor in that. She lied under oath. You know what I'm saying? You wasted police resources. You filed fake police reports. You did all this shit. Like, these are all charges, and they stack up.
Right.
So I'm with Don. Hell yeah. If Buffalo start giving 7 to 10 for that shit, they'll stop doing it.
Goddamn right. Shit. So, you guys hear about the what is that? Oh, so check it out. Did you guys even get the stories or even look at this shit? But I know.
No, we didn't look at it, ho. You know we didn't look at it. Shut up, bro.
All right. You don't look at it, so I'm gonna stop sending them motherfuckers. I'm just gonna keep a list for myself. Let's see here.
I'm taking my
Which
ball
one?
and going home.
Have
Which
you ever
one?
heard of? No, I ain't taking my ball going home. I'm just doing it. Go send them. You don't use it.
What did he say?
Hey,
Bro,
listen.
send the stories, bro. We gonna read them, bro.
All right, man. Enough of this. So, have you ever heard of the term stealth?
Nah.
Stealth? Like, what do you mean? Like, as far as what, bro?
Yeah, exactly. What you getting
So, a man convicted after he stealthed his partner during sex.
at? Oh, nigga, I don't know what the fuck. That sounds like some crazy shit. What's that?
Okay,
I don't
so
know nothing about that.
it's a situation
I ain't
where
privy
this-
to that
well,
world.
Okay. Yeah, you are. Still perfectly. The world is involved in some fucking. So listen.
I don't know
So
about that.
a guy and a girl, they're having a thing, and
Yeah.
the guy, he has a condom, and he slips it off during the situation without her permission.
Oh, okay. What's wrong with that?
Nigga, what do you mean?
Hey, somebody want to
man,
be a
listen.
daddy.
Hold on,
Somebody
let's
want to
go.
be a daddy. That's what that means. Somebody
Hold
ready
up.
to pay child support. Nigga, shit.
Oh,
That's awful.
hold on. Hold on. Let me. Whew,
That's
oh,
you can feel the difference. Give me that. I ain't going with that shit, nigga. She knew what was going down.
well.
Stop complaining. Shit.
Oh no, I don't. Hey, the opinions expressed on here by the people on this show. Remember,
Hey, to all the women that are afraid to get stealthy, grab that motherfucking guide to ship in. That's all I got to say.
okay.
Hey, we all grown. Shit.
Oh. Is we still on? Hold on, I'm checking it. Did YouTube block us?
Oh my god.
Hold on, they didn't block us. No, they didn't. I'm just fucking around. Shit. Oh wait. But hold on. I'm gonna let me play this story real quick. And it kind of talks about stealthing or whatever. Never heard of it, but that I've heard of that, something like that happening.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not anything you want to do, because if you listen to this guy, you end up to somewhere it's called jail. So anyway, and get an SO. Yeah, get an SO charge. SO.
Hey, yeah.
SO gang, nigga.
You just gotta you just gotta believe what you're saying.
Oh man, listen. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna watch this so we can put this in some kind of context, ladies and gentlemen, because this is definitely going headed off the rails. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring this back into focus, back into what we're doing here on the PDXDOPE Live podcast. I don't know where we're going there. We had to put the brakes a little bit. So anyway, let's go ahead and share this for you, brother. Boom and boom.
Anna DeBella says when she met up with a guy on a dating app, she agreed to have sex. She did not agree to him removing the condom midway through without her knowledge. What she alleges happened to her goes by the slang term stealthing.
I was in shock. I had never heard of it, and I just could never comprehend that someone would ever do that.
DeBella's civil and criminal court proceedings against the man were put on hold, while the Supreme Court decided on a similar case to hers.
I can't say I was jumping with joy, to be honest, because it felt like such a little win.
Now, the majority of the judges have ruled consenting to sex with a condom does not imply consenting to sex without one, writing, "It not only affirms that individuals have the right to determine who touches their bodies and how, it situates condom use as the definitional core of consent, where it belongs." The case they ruled on happened in 2017 in BC. A man named Ross Mackenzie Kirkpatrick and a woman met online. She consented to sex with a condom. The second time they had sex, she thought he reached for one from the bedside table, but he didn't. He was charged with sexual assault, but was acquitted.
Mr. Kirkpatrick at no point in time tried to deceive the complainant that he was wearing a condom.
But now the Supreme Court has unanimously agreed to order a new trial. This expert on sex assault law says the decision could lead to reform.
There's been such a lack of clarity in our law on this question that people don't know whether or not it constitutes sexual assault and are therefore less likely to report it to the police.
Anna DeBella says she spent weeks convincing RCMP to investigate her case.
I was told over and over again by the police that this wasn't a crime. And I'm so thankful that I was persistent.
A recent online survey of nearly 600 Canadian undergraduate students found that 1 in 5 of them say they have been victims of stealthing. Marina von Stackelberg, CBC News, Ottawa.
So that's what that is.
Now that's a slippery slope, bro, because at some point, say for instance, they were consensual or they were intoxicated or whatever the case may be, and they do get pregnant. You see what I'm saying? Can you just automatically go to, oh, he stealthed me and I didn't know? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, who's to say it was consensual or not? Who's to say you were cool, you're not grabbing a rubber? Who's to say, like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, there has to be more context for that shit, bro.
But yeah, no, that's so that's kind of just to give you an idea, the gist of what that is, you know.
I mean, like I said, I'm not saying that there aren't extenuating circumstances, but the onus has to be on both parties at some, you know what I'm saying, at some juncture when it comes to sexual activity or something like that. You see what I'm saying? To make sure that, yeah, I don't. That's a tricky one, bro.
Hey man, I ain't believing she didn't know. You can feel the goddamn difference. Shit. Same way.
Just like you can.
You goddamn right. You goddamn right. She knew what the fuck she was getting into. Shit. Unless she was drunk. And then if she was drunk, how the fuck you know to even think that he could do some shit like that?
But so let's say, you know, the condom is for a number of different things, from STIs to prevent pregnancy, right? So on the flip side of that, when you talk about like being on the pill, and say you dealing with someone and they tell you that they're on the pill, and then somehow, somewhere they end up pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they weren't even taking their pill, but they told you that they wasn't, so you was under that understanding, so you had sex under that pretense. But then
they gonna say, they gonna put the onus still on the man and say, well, he still should have strapped up.
Yeah, that's my point. You know, it'll always be that way. So I mean, in this situation, it's like any dude that's out there trying that, you know what I mean, whether she could feel it or not. You know, if the, you know, my thing is, if the intention was, and this was the agreement, then motherfucker, stick to the thing. Now, if you ain't here trying to, you know, she put a condom on, and then you out there, all right, baby, you put it on, and then you pull that motherfucker off and smash out, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? She's like, no, stop it. You know what I mean? Or, I mean, you know, what are we talking about? Like Jack said, that's a slippery slope, man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't suggest anybody try that. So let me just tell you that now, because you may end up in some fucking trouble.
I agree with you 100%. If that's what happened, you know what I'm saying? But once again, man, if he got it on and he put it in, and you know what I'm saying, then take it off, you could feel the goddamn difference. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know, but some people is gonna, but more than not, then if somebody, if it was like that with somebody and they really didn't want that to happen, bro, I don't think, you know, whether they can feel it or not is even matters. You know what I'm saying? If they was like, that ain't supposed to happen, and you did it anyway, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I feel it now. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, whether it gets done with it, or she try to get you off, whatever.
The damage is already done.
Then that's right. Then that's right.
But that's what that is, though. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know, if we talking about that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was like, I can't believe, you know, who would do that. Nobody. You know, it's like, yeah, she felt it. That's why she telling on the motherfucker that this motherfucker did that, because now she done been put at risk. You know what I
So
mean?
then he raped her then.
Yeah, and to
That's
be
that's
clear,
what they're talking about. Yeah, and that's
I
what
wasn't
say
I
rape.
wasn't saying
Don't
the
say he
validity
scalped
of
me.
it being a slippery slope on is it some slide ball shit. I'm saying it's a slippery slope on the context of the way I was perceiving them saying a person can charge somebody with this shit. So I want to be clear on that for all the listeners and everybody else. That's what I'm saying. Like, because at any point, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, back in the slave days, like, you know what I'm saying? The white girl, she go have sex with the black dude, and then as soon as she get caught by her pops, he raped me. You see what I'm saying? Type of deal. Like, so if at any juncture, if something goes wrong, you can just holler, he stealthed me. That's a slippery slope. That's what I'm saying. Like,
right. So
it has to be.
Because Ebony says, so what if he kept it on and the whole time and it breaks? What is the female going to I guess say then if she allowed things to keep going?
She gonna say she didn't know it broke.
Yeah. If it's gushy, man, she might not know.
We know exactly what the line gonna be.
What the line gonna be? Hey, listen, bro. All I know is this. That ain't nothing you want to play with. So just keep that in mind, fellas. The skin feels good, man, but jail time, bro. You don't want it.
What'd
You don't
you
want
say?
that. I
You
said
said the skin feels good, huh?
Yeah, man. Check this out. It ain't worth going to jail over. That's for sure.
Nah.
But yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, I think like in Canada, I think that was Canada. The dude was acquitted in the one case because he was acquitted, but they were going to retry him. They're gonna retry him. I was like, where the fuck did they do that at? Like for the same shit, bro, because they didn't win. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, this shit crazy as fuck. But anyway, they had another teacher, man, that got charged for fucking with a 13-year-old, man. What is it with these teachers or these older girls, the 31-year-olds with 13-year-olds? Man, I don't get it, man.
Man, where was they at when I was in school?
Can we just have a conversation about this on the podcast?
Man, listen.
Oh man.
I promise I wouldn't have been telling.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, no, it was and she was like teacher of the year in California.
I bet she was.
That's what I was saying. She would have been teacher of the year, all right.
Yeah, she was teacher of the year, man. She's teacher of the year, and she out there, man, fucking on the kids. She called. I don't even know though, but yeah, she's from out of California, and she's an elementary school. She was an elementary school teacher of the year, and in National City, California, was arrested and charged for inappropriate relationship with a 13-year-old former student, according to police. Jacqueline Ma, 34, is accused of. Oh, hold on, let me mute this. Anyway, so she's accused of child sex abuse for sending lewd photos and videos to a then 13-year-old boy when she was when she was a 6th grade teacher at Lincoln Acres Elementary. Ma was first arrested on March 7th and then released on bail, according to police. She was rearrested on Thursday with additional felony charges and is currently being held without bail at Las Colinas Detention Facility. The teacher faces up to 15 felony charges, including lewd acts with the child, along with possession of child pornography. During the hearing on Monday, Deputy District Attorney Drew Hart called the defendant obsessive, possessive, controlling, and dangerous, while sharing details regarding photos and videos of the victim. So this is who we're dealing with. Let me show you a picture of her. Yeah. Music is, what's that? Yahoo. Oh, that ain't it.
Bro, I'm finna go tomorrow and give me like 30 pounds of that salmon.
Oh yeah,
Man,
30
listen,
pounds of salmon. Yeah, because I know that. I think they not there's something about the fishing for salmon is like you can't do it this year or something.
I don't know, but nigga, it says you gotta get the whole fish for it to be 5 pounds, $5 a pound or whatever. And shit, they be about like 10 pounds. And I normally get like 3 of them hoes.
Mm.
Give me like have them fillet them up for me, and they give me some of that smoked salmon, and yeah, be in game.
That's the woman right there.
I'm trying to be like Scooty and have, you know what I'm saying, bear meat and all that kind of shit on deck.
That's your teacher of the year.
Hold on.
15 felony cases.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd have busted her ass on off, you know what I'm saying?
Oh no, these niggas is tripping, boy.
Let's Sue Young's ass up.
Sue Young, nigga, these niggas cold.
What'd you call her? Sue Young?
Yep.
And that's I'll tell y'all backstage, but anyway, man, that's funny.
What's up, Scoop? I need some of that bear jerky you got.
I'm about to look up. I don't have no bear jerky.
I know you got some kind of wild jerky.
Nah, actually I don't, bro. But we're gonna try to get y'all out hunting, though. I'll tell you that.
I'm with it.
Hey, I don't have no desire to eat bear meat. That's for sure.
It's just greasy, bro.
Yeah, I don't want it. It's just bad omen, bro.
Why is it bad omen to eat bear, bro?
Listen, bro, I respect the bear, bro. I'm not fucking eating.
Nigga, so you don't respect chickens and cows?
No, not at
and
all.
buffaloes,
Not
nigga?
at all.
You don't respect the bison?
I'll none of those. I would fuck those up, though. Buffalo is probably the best meat you can get.
That's what I'm
There
saying.
was
You don't
another story out of Connecticut about a 31-year-old lunch lady having sex with a 14-year-old and sending him pics. This is getting ridiculous. I almost feel like I need to homeschool her son. Oh, that's funny. Like, nigga,
What was that? Ebony?
Yeah.
There was another story about a Connecticut.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, no, this shit crazy, man. So it says so this lady, you know, that the motherfuckers who got them loans from during the COVID-19 thing for struggling businesses and all that type of shit. Yeah, the motherfuckers is out here starting to come back to bite you in your ass.
Yes, get them.
A Mount Vernon employee daughter pleads guilty in $1.8 million pandemic relief fund. So a Mount Vernon city employee and her daughter have admitted their roles in bilking. I guess they meant to put milking a COVID-19 relief program out of $1.8 million by submitting false grant applications for businesses that either didn't qualify or didn't exist. Andrea and Alicia Ayers pleaded guilty in federal court last week to all 4 charges that were brought against them 2 years ago and will be sentenced in June. They each face a minimum of 2 years in prison and a maximum of 20 years. But prosecutors estimate the sentencing guidelines call for a prison term of between 8.5 to 10 years. They would also each owe an estimated $1.8 million in restitution. Andrea Ayers, who also ran a catering service, held a civilian job in the Mount Vernon Police Department and was a local representative of the CSEA union representative, Mount Vernon city employees. Her daughter, who lives in Stamford, ran travel finance service agencies. So
they ain't gonna do more than 2. They just chucking all these charges up to get them to roll on more motherfuckers. That's all that is. And like,
Yeah,
and
you
everybody that got like the little 20,000 shit like that, like the little local jokers, they're just gonna make them pay the money back. You motherfuckers can't get services, you know what I'm saying, for the duration of your life flow. If there is another crisis, you can't come ask us for shit. So they
check
easily
it.
do that kind of shit.
Check it out though. Mount Vernon Brothers accused in $7.6 million pandemic relief in Mount Vernon. Those ladies got 1.8. These motherfuckers got 7.6. This is in Mount Vernon. You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like they was getting money out there, B.
That's
Hey, I hope
they
they get all the motherfuckers, man.
they're not
Get
worried
them
about these
all.
little 20,000 motherfuckers, 20,000, 30,000. Yeah, whatever. You have to pay it back, and you can't get services no more. But ain't nothing finna happen. Like they're not going to jail or no shit like that.
These niggas is going to jail, bro. For
The
this,
motherfuckers that if you done like $1 million in damages, yeah, that's something different. But if you got
Man.
20, 30,000, they're not thinking about you like that.
who the feds not?
Not on
Okay.
no crib. Like, you gonna pay this money back. We gonna charge you some
Man,
extra.
you're going to jail.
As
I
you
don't
should.
I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bro.
I don't
Get
think so,
20,
bro.
25,
As
then
you
30,000 from them motherfuckers, nigga. You're going to jail, bro. They ain't finna just. They not, man. The feds is different, bro. You know that.
Yep.
I don't.
These motherfuckers is different, bro.
I hope they do. I hope they do. Get their ass.
So you know some people that they got caught up with this shit and ain't getting no time.
I know some people that got the loan, and I ain't hating on them, but you know what? That's your ass. Pay. Stop crying.
Yeah, because my point, Ray, is if that's the case, you think these motherfuckers that got caught with all these millions, you think they're the only motherfuckers that got caught? Of course not. They done caught some of these $20,000 motherfuckers, $30,000 motherfuckers. Ain't nothing happening to them. Slap on the wrist. You ain't gonna do it no more. We want 35,000 back from you now. And you
I think it's different with the feds, bro. It's different with the feds, bro, and with money,
get
bro.
what you're saying, but I'm saying I'm telling you. So why ain't we hearing about them being sentenced? I'm sure.
Listen, okay, so listen, bro. You have to consider this is about COVID-19. So we're talking about it. This happened 2 years ago. They just now getting sentenced. So these people are starting to now that things starting to slow back down and get back to some sort of normality. They're getting back to them cases, bro. Ain't no. Right. I've been here. This is constant. You know,
I hear everything you're saying. I hear everything you're saying.
Mm-hmm. And so now we're starting to see we gonna what the sentencing is. So we ain't, we have to look at that.
What I'm saying is the stories we're hearing are high stakes motherfuckers. That's just like right now. That's no different than the dope game, and it's a nigga on the corner with a motherfucking 50 bubble. You see what I'm saying? And you big meat, nigga. They're not worried about this 50 bubble, nigga.
Listen,
nigga, we want big meat. Like, nigga, you're going to jail.
I don't. I mean, what I'm saying is that if your ass, you would hope that you only have to get on the payment program and pay these motherfuckers back for that money.
You see, Don only got house arrest for $20,000. I know motherfuckers that did. I didn't want to draw. I know motherfuckers that did that FEMA scam shit. Nobody went to jail, my nigga.
Oh,
I just want you to pay it back. That's all I want.
And that's government, and that was Hurricane Katrina money. I know motherfuckers that ran it up with the Hurricane Katrina shit.
But there's a lot of niggas that went to jail too, though.
I know there's a whole bunch of motherfuckers that didn't too.
Yeah, I mean, but that's with anything. I mean, shit. Cocaine, whatever,
That's what I'm saying. It depends on the state she was playing for.
Well, these two brothers are among 4 people charged in a $7.6 million scheme involved.
Exactly. That's a lot more than 20,000.
Yeah, no, I know. And the 1.8 million. But the alleged fraud relates to the Small Business Administration Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program that offered grants of $1,000 per employee, up to $10,000 for businesses hard hit by the coronavirus pandemic. The 4, including Quadri Salahuddini, 25, Anwar Salahuddin, 35 of Mount Vernon are accused of submitting more than 1,000 applications for the grants on behalf of other people claiming businesses that did not exist. More than 7.6 million was paid out. And when the people received them, most kicked back 3,000 to 5,000 to the defendants.
What's going on, Claire?
Hey, Claire.
What's up, Claire?
In here, it says the others charged are Mount Vernon natives Jacob Carter of Capitol Heights, Maryland, and Crystal Ransom of Los Angeles. The charges include in the federal complaint are wire fraud, conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and aggravated identity theft. They face up to 20 years in prison if convicted on the conspiracy charge. Yeah, 20. And for them chicks, it was what was it? 2 or 8 to 8.5 to 10 for the chicks. That's what I think. But yeah. And who else? Didn't some rapper nigga just get caught up on one of them loan things not too long ago?
He got out. You talking about Pleasure P? That's what I'm saying. He only did about a year or so and got out and changed his name to Big Money Blue on they dog ass. Like, so you see what I'm saying? Like,
He said Big Money Blue.
He ran it up on him.
Man. Well, this is, what are we talking about? Fraudulent claims for the federal. Yeah. We talking about that whole PPE loan thing and how Biden is turning up the screws and they trying to get the money back. You know, niggas are scared. I'm on the white porcelain bowl, but I'm here. So this nigga, here he is.
He looks like some tension, man.
What's up, Renald? This nigga said he on the fucking toilet. He's taking a shit, or he can't keep anything anyway. He's not on the show to share his business, so I don't know if I'm at liberty to even talk about it unless he comments
he put
on
the
it
shit
on
the goddamn internet, nigga.
Yeah.
Light his ass up, fucker.
Clara says everyone should take issue with that. The government has no money. Government money is taxpayer dollars, and that's why I've been saying he wants them motherfuckers to pay it back.
Yep.
And
you ain't got to pay it all. Just pay what you can, little by little. We'll get that tax money.
Get them tools and fuels.
You goddamn right.
Get them tools and fuels, man. PPE loans, man.
Yup. What, you owe 20? Then, nigga, in 4 years, we're going to get your child income earned credit or whatever the fuck that shit is called. And you're going to pay it back. You know what I'm saying? Shit. A lot of these used car places and fucking rent to pay or rent to own, whatever the motherfuckers, they're going to go out of business, nigga.
Right. Yeah, it's a lot of, but I mean, there's always going to be game on when it comes to those federal, like Jax was saying, there's always going to be game being ran and people is going to be running shit up when you give if it's an opening, an opportunity, motherfuckers going to exploit it. And that ain't never been, that's always been
when you get caught, hey, that's all I'm saying. When you get caught back,
you just burn it out. You rock that shit till it burn out. You go, hey, nigga, I got my fill. You're afraid. You know what I'm saying? Let me go through this little bit of time real quick, nigga. I got a couple of dollars in that outfit, nigga. I'll get out still shining on them. You know, I guess. But if you're doing 7.8 million, I don't think it's gonna be that easy though.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be for them niggas, but for the small time nickel and dime.
Everyone should take issue with that. The government has no money. Government money is taxpayer money. But she's correct, but at the same time, we don't get to say where that money is allocated, so it don't matter no way. I mean,
we do get to say where the money goes by how we vote and how we partake in the system.
Yeah, but I mean, if that's the case, nigga, so
theoretically.
You mean to tell me that you voted that they can get these motherfuckers another 10.6 million to build more? Like, no. Like, you ain't have no fucking say so, and they're doing it.
Yeah. I didn't go to the city council meeting either to express my opinions. Maybe we should start going down there and raising hell and having them kick us out of there and shit. Nah, seriously, but that people do it all the time, you know. But you're right, But I'm saying that's the type of shit that a motherfucker got to actually be active in doing that shit. It's the small wins that matter in politics because the shit ain't no overnight thing. It's a it's a grind, bro, to get shit passed, and the satisfaction of that is a long game.
Funds getting fucked off, or taxpayers' funds, however you want to word it,
all the time
that get fucked off. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Clara says, I'm in. Let's go to the next city council meeting. I'll go. Shit, it says we should all get that on our calendars. Absolutely. But I mean, it starts somewhere though. But I mean, but I hear what you're saying though too, though, Jax. You know, because but ultimately that's really what it boils down to. But you're right. I didn't agree to any of that to giving bums money. You already hear anything like Ivory's paying tax at a restaurant, you know, and I'm like, I was talking to him about this shit, and I was like, did I vote for that? I'm like, really? You know, but it is.
Hey, I was shocked, bro, when I seen that.
Man. Listen, man. I ain't with it. I'm not with it. But so, let's see here. So I got this one story. This lady, she got attacked by a monkey in Oklahoma, bro. Straight got attacked by the monkey, bro.
Where were they at? What was she doing? Was she fucking with the monkey? Was he somewhere she shouldn't have been?
Oh, no. It's like, nigga, if you live next door to me, right, and I own a monkey, and my monkey starts flipping and tripping, nigga, somehow at your door, what would you do? Just theoretically, we just talking, bro. What would you do if some shit like that happened, bro?
So wait, so I live next door to you, and your monkey where's your monkey start tripping at? What do you mean? Is he tripping on you? He tripping on me? Who he tripping on?
He's tripping, nigga. He got loose. He got loose.
I'm going in the fucking house. What are you talking about?
Okay, so check this out. So and the monkey bit the bitch's ear off too, though. So anyway, someone's pet monkey attacked an Oklahoma woman who called the police for help. Then someone she saw shot and killed the primate, according to local news outlets. Brittany Parker says she was sitting down looking out her window when she spotted the monkey. Coca reported, or no, that's the news thing. She said, I took a second. God damn it. Hold on. Let me mute this. All right. Anyway. So, yeah, she says, I took a second glance and said, oh my God, there's a monkey on the front porch. She recalled to the Oklahoma City TV station. The monkey was trying to get into her house, KXLL reported, and it broke off part of the storm door handle. Nigga. The monkey did this. So officers with Dixon Police Department were called to the woman's house at about 6 p.m. Sunday, March 12th, according to the news release. As they arrived, they saw the monkey in front of the home. Authorities said the officers requested help from the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation game warden. Parker went outside when the officers arrived. It says, but as the officers got out of the patrol car, the monkey jumped onto the back of the vehicle, according to the release. It says that's when the monkey ran towards the woman, climbed onto her back, and then attacked her. Where he said he crawled up my back, yanked me multiple times, pulled wads of hair out, you know. He was just hanging on there.
Why was she outside, bro?
She thought it was safe when the police came.
Why is it safe because they came? How stupid does that sound? Like, what? That's like right there was a pit bull outside and it's trying to bite motherfuckers, and the police pull up. Until y'all got this pit bull, until y'all didn't hit it with a dart or whatever y'all gonna do, it's not safe. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Hey, Claire, I agree with you 100%. Monkeys are not animals to be that should be owned. They don't because it's always bad with them. But it ripped her ear or half it ripped her ear down. They had to sew the joint back on. Yeah, man. So anyway, so the monkey ripped her ear and it was hanging. The woman was rushed to the hospital for treatment, police said. Meanwhile, the monkey ran into a wooded area out of sight from authorities. As law enforcement, you goddamn right. So as law enforcement continued searching for the monkey, officials said they spoke to the monkey's owners who also tried to catch it. As we were looking for the primate, 2 shots were fired. Dixon Police Chief Tim Duncan told the news. The shots came from the area of the victim's residence. Officers went back to the house and found the family member of the victim, found that a family member of the victim shot and killed the primate. So one of her people's, the husband, probably did that shit. The monkey's body was collected, police said, and it will be sent to Oklahoma Disease Laboratory for testing. And an investigation is ongoing. Since the woman was injured pretty badly, we're taking the information to the district attorney's office, and they'll make a final decision on if they're going to prosecute the people who own the monkey. Yeah, and it's legal to own them there in Oklahoma. Go figure. There you go. Monkey business. Monkey business, nigga. Like, for real though, like, what is wrong with this? What's wrong with this picture, bro? Yeah, my internet is tripping, bro.
Yeah, I seen that. It was
So what?
no, I seen that it was acting up.
Oh, her ear was fucked up, bro.
Oh, because she wanted a close-up view of what was going on.
So what?
All because she wanted a close-up view of what was going on.
No, they called the cops. She thought she was safe.
Man, okay.
She was in her safe space, bro.
So yeah, right. The dog was out trying to bite motherfuckers, and you went in the house and called the police. As soon as the police came, you took your stupid ass back outside.
Yeah.
Because got
A
you.
window, and there was a monkey looking at me, and I said, "Oh my God, there's a monkey!" And I took a second take, and I was like, "There's the monkey on the front porch."
Ooh.
Listen to her voice, bro. She sounds like a fucking idiot.
Crawled, jumped up my back, and landed on my head, grabbed handfuls of hair and just ripped it out, and then ripped my ear almost completely off of my head.
As we were looking for this primate, 2 shots were fired. A family member of the victim had shot the primate.
And that's a little monkey, bro.
They should have shot her motherfucking
He sounds like
ass.
the one that walks towards the Jason noise on the movie when she walked towards it, and what's that noise over there in the bushes, and walk over there and get mauled by Jason. She sounds like that type of motherfucker. She was curious, and I'm convinced of it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Like, nigga, she came back outside and she wanted to see what was going on. I mean, come back outside for what? What were you gonna do?
Listen, bro, that would be the scariest shit ever.
Hey, that's what
and that's a little monkey. That's a little ass monkey too. But imagine it being a chimpanzee.
Oh, he'd have ripped her new asshole.
Ripped her fingers off. They rip your fingers off, your genitals, your mouth, your lips, your nose, and all. They can go for the shit that you use. And that's what monkeys do when they attack you. Chimpanzees in particular. Yeah, chimpanzees. Call them motherfuckers champagne, man. But yeah, them motherfuckers is dangerous as fuck, bro. Why is it all fucking? Yeah, he ripped that. Man, she got. Yeah, I'm not going out there though, Jax. I feel you.
For what?
Yeah, there's no even that little motherfucker. I'm not going out for. So I'm just gonna keep it a buck. It's not gonna happen. I mean, the gorilla is going too far. You know, if anybody you can own any kind of monkey in Oklahoma except a great ape. So they would be off the gorillas can't come here, but anything else you can own. That's crazy. And Claire said free all of them. No, not at all. Could you imagine if we just had like in the woods where we go camping and shit out there's like fucking gorillas and gorilla fucking cop, families and shit out there? What would that do with your hunting, Ivory? Would you be hunting still?
Nah, not if there was some gorillas. Cause they could take a bullet and they'll rip your ass apart, nigga.
They can't take no bullet, nigga. They gonna get smoked, nigga.
Huh?
They get smoked, bro. They ain't finna do that. Oh, she said free them into their natural habitats. I mean, whatever that is. I'm just saying, if they was living in the woods like with the bears and shit, would they survive against the bears?
Yeah, I don't think they would hunt a bear, to be honest with you.
No, would a bear fuck with them?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they would.
Hell no. Especially that
Only
pack
if
of the
they-
motherfuckers.
Only if the cubs are there.
Listen, you niggas is fucking crazy. They will. Trust me.
A bear don't want no confrontation like that.
Dude, a bear wouldn't give a fuck, bro. They're opportunists, bro. You know what I'm saying? Listen, they wouldn't. I
don't think a bear want that smoke like that, bro.
Right.
Yeah, you don't know enough about bears if you think that. That's what I'm gonna tell both of y'all. And you be out there with them, Ivory. So I don't understand that. And those are black bears that you talking about. I'm talking about brown Kodiaks and all that. Fuck out of here.
A whole
nigga.
pack of gorillas, bro. I don't.
Yeah.
Like I said before, y'all don't know enough about bears if you think that a fucking gorilla is gonna fuck with it. I'm just telling you.
It's multiple of motherfuckers, nigga. It's not just one gorilla fighting a bear.
Listen, bro. It's one male gorilla and then it's a bunch of bitches, nigga. They don't like, you know what I'm saying, bro? It's not like
And
the
them
chimps and
bitches,
all.
nigga, is vicious.
They're not fucking with no goddamn
Okay.
grizzly bear, bro. It's just not gonna happen. They will fuck a goddamn gorilla up, bro.
That's just like right now. Rhea beat up Ronda Rousey. Okay, cool. Rhea beat up Meta Nunes. Cool. Rhea beat up. I bet you if 3 or 4 of them jump on Ray's ass, Ray got a problem now.
Listen. I get what you're trying to say though, but ain't no gorilla gonna press no fucking animal like that, bro. It's not going to. It's not going to. The bear instinct is going to. They're not a fucking. And if it's a whole bunch of them motherfuckers, trust me, bro. They not finna fuck with it, bro. They like wolves, shit like that, bro. A bear will run off or some shit like that, bro. But a one-on-one, no. Pack of them, sure, whatever. But one-on-one, not happening, not at all. I don't believe that for one.
I'm looking. After the thing, we go to YouTube because I'm on YouTube right now, and they got that same. They posed the same question that we talking about, and we'll watch the footage, and then we'll see what we feel about it. Because
hold on. I mean, right? We it's cool.
They got gorilla versus grizzly bear who are actually right here. I would say pull it up right here, but it's like 17 and a half minutes long, so we ain't gonna do that.
Hold on. We can watch some of it though. What you talking about? You ain't got to do the whole thing. We can talk through it. Okay, so me and Jackson's having a debate: gorilla versus the bear. I'm with the bear. He's with the gorilla. So we're gonna go ahead and see what they talking about.
I'm with the gorilla with an S on the end.
Oh, okay. So multiple gorillas. They could pack the bear out. Okay, we're gonna see because I don't think I've seen this one, but I believe that the bear is the shit. Hold on, let me share this real quick.
Hello, everyone. It's your host, Seth Kroger. programmer. Today we're going to be going over something I've been hearing for years now. Who would win in a fight between a gorilla and a grizzly bear? This type of debate is almost
badass bear.
dad level arguments, but it reaches a more deeply ingrained primal level in all of us. Two massive creatures that are way stronger than even the most powerful and skilled human on the planet, with almost no effort at all, even lower tiers, duking it out in a fight we can only sit in awe and watch. Now, the thing you have to consider with animal fights is that it's not as cut and dry as, say, determining who would win in an anime battle. In an anime or cartoon manga fight, you'd say, oh yeah, Goku could fight a guy who could destroy a plant animals, which is why there can be a range of feats that can sometimes not really make sense. For this video, though, we're going to be doing a pretty general who would win more than like go away, or gorillas wouldn't even try to fight the bear, etc. None of that. They are fighting. The gorilla will also be a silverback, not just a standard gorilla. With that out of the way, let's go over some of the stats and feats. The gorilla, a massive anthropoid that many consider to be humanity in its more raw, physical, and combative state, is certainly no joke. This distant relative of humanity is often considered one of the most pound-for-pound, physically strongest animals on Earth, only being rivaled or really outdone by insects, which tend to be relatively absurd, such as if they were pound-for-pound with a human, they'd be able to hurl cars and houses, etc. Gorillas are usually considered 4 through 20 times stronger than humans, depending on who you ask, and trust me, with animal feats and science, it really depends on who you ask. The Nyungwe Forest National Park website places their lifting strength in the 1,800 pound range, with the most famous of strength sources for the gorilla, the 1988 Guinness World Record, stating that a gorilla based off of feats with chimpanzees lifting could lift around 2,000 pounds with training. Some people will even say a gorilla can lift up to 4,000 pounds. However, I wasn't able to find sources for this, and most strength gauges for gorillas tend to be more so in the realm of theory than actual tests. In the Guinness Book of Animal Facts and Feats on page 44, it is described that with a male gorilla's massive strength and one of the only authentic killings of a gorilla on a human at around 1910, a man in Uganda was suspended in the air with one arm and had his head torn from his body, with an arm being torn off before in a similar fashion in 1923. A feat like that doesn't even sound real and comes off more like something you'd hear about in a Resident Evil game or a movie, but that actually did happen. A gorilla actually picked someone up and ripped his head from his body while holding him. The gorilla's most impressive asset, however, is not its strength, but its absolutely monstrous bite force. Clocking it at 1,300 pounds per square inch, the gorilla has a bite force over twice as strong as a lion and almost any land predator on Earth, which it uses to fend off predators and other rival gorillas with. Gorillas are also known to be quite wild when they actually engage in a fight, and are even known to break glass at zoos and go on rampages that nobody can stop unless they are armed, if they ever escape. Sometimes requiring police intervention even for smaller gorillas. The gorilla can also run at 25 miles per hour, which is almost as fast as Usain Bolt at his absolute peak. They have weighed up to 589 pounds and have reached up to 6 feet 5 inches tall. On average, though, they are more in the 300-pound range and are around 5'1", which, while not very impressive, is pretty impressive when you consider their weight and pound-for-pound strength in conjunction with it. The grizzly bear, on the other hand, has been a creature terrorizing humanity for countless generations. Named the Ursus arctos horribilis, also known as the horrible bear, the grizzly bear was considered an indestructible force of nature by colonizers, trappers, and Native Americans alike. During the 1800s, Lewis and Clark, on their expedition to the Northern Passage, had heard terrible rumors of the grizzly bear and doubted them, believing a good hunter and a good shot could probably handle one. However, they later learned the actual thing was worse than the rumors, and you would only have seconds to defend yourself from one before instant death. In 1822, William H. Ashley and his 100 trapping men entered the mountains. Despite the stories they had heard of the grizzly, after their journey they obtained more information than any other group during the 19th century. Some of their warnings include no fear of man, almost impossible to kill, expert swimmers, faster than our horses, cubs are ferocious, must shoot in the eye or behind ear to kill, guns only infuriate, large as an ox, if you run you're dead, one shot 30 times before killed, trappers usually in shock for 1/2 hour after encounter with. It's no surprise that the Native Americans believed taking one down was a legendary and priceless accomplishment. These creatures were truly on a godly level back in the 19th century. The largest grizzly has grown up to 2,200 pounds, with their peaks usually ranging around 1,500 pounds.
Look
They
at
can
that
run 35
motherfucker.
miles per hour, but if you consider the
That
stories
ain't
by the
real.
hunter trappers, they
Yes, it
might
was.
be even faster. They are usually 4 feet tall and 8 feet long, with some grizzlies, like the famous Teddy, who played in the movie Grizzly, standing up to 10 feet tall. They ragdoll 1,500-pound mooses and have a bite force of around 1,160 to 1,250 pounds per square inch, depending on who you ask, which is around twice as strong as a lion's. The Californian grizzly, usually at around 800 pounds during these events I'm about to describe, used to be put into pits against 1,100 to 2,200-pound bulls, and almost always won during the 19th century. These amphitheaters would even put bears against things like panthers and so forth. In terms of strength, Montana State University once did a test of their strength for a National Geographic documentary, in which it was concluded that bears can knock around a 700-pound dumpster like it was no more than a beach ball. With it being concluded, this is only while they're playing around, and they could do so much more if they were ever enraged. It is no exaggeration to say that the bear is one of the top land combatants on the planet, and is one of the biggest threats to even an armed human being in a fight, and was considered a threat on par or even more terrifying than actual armed humans during the 19th century. With introductions
Ooh, I
out
want
of the way,
that
let's
game.
get down to the facts of the matter here. The gorilla's main advantage in this fight are its slightly superior bite force and its superior strength, with the grizzly's main advantages being almost a 3 to 4 times size difference and its massive durability advantage. Many people imagine the gorilla would simply swing at the grizzly and beat it to death. However, we know that gorillas do not actually fight this way. Gorillas more so getting close to their opponents, trying to grapple and bite them, and are often known to maul their opponents and bite them repeatedly. Even when gorillas attack actual people, this is the case as well. With bites being a strong offensive option they abuse, it's literally in their genes to bite. Why wouldn't you bite if you could bite twice as hard as a lion? Many think the gorilla is insanely intelligent and will use human-like tactics to handle a grizzly bear. However, we know through actual observations of their fights that this is not the case, and they are quite sporadic and don't use a lot of strategy. One thing to note about gorillas is that they usually are considered more peaceful than most would believe, and they are not predators that seek fights with other animals quite often. Due to this, their ability to seek out kill points is lacking, and they have no instinct helping them to do so. They are also not remotely the same level as a human in terms of strategy, and would be considered worse than our absolute worst more than often. So imagine your dumbest friend you know, tell them to make a plan on how to beat a grizzly bear in a fight, and he'd come up with infinitely more things than a gorilla would. Gorillas also have problems grabbing things compared to humans. Humans have longer and more opposable thumbs, which let them more accurately grab and manipulate objects and form things like fists to punch people with. Gorillas are more slapboxy, if they ever do, and are more often than not just they flail around. You have to remember, it requires a human years of training to accurately learn how to fight. We are not ingrained with using high-level technique. However, bears might actually be. Bears, while not intelligent at all, have insane instincts for fighting, as they are literally designed for, and are known to be extremely adept at wrestling and knowing how to kill prey. Unlike the flailing gorilla, the grizzly is far more calculated and skilled despite the intelligence gap. In terms of skill, the grizzly absolutely takes it. However, the stats are still something to go over. Perhaps the strength of the grizzly is too much? Let's segue into another topic to better explain this.
Okay.
Neither the gorilla nor the grizzly are invincible.
All right. So how you feeling about that now, Jax?
It's like, I mean, with that being said, that they dumb, but I'm just saying, as far as physical attributes, I still think a pack of gorillas would beat a bear's ass.
Okay, so
Well, maybe so. I think you're probably right if they did that though, but they ain't smart enough to coordinate to do that from what I'm hearing. So I'm like, somebody you know. And a bear is a killer, nigga. That's what I'm hearing, bro. Well, anyway, a pack of them if they could coordinate and kill a bear. But I'm going with, like I said, a bear is fucking ferocious, bro. I never want to. That's why I would, man. Fuck that, bro. I be reading these stories, bro, all the time about fucking bear attacks. I just, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Them motherfuckers is fucking vicious, bro. And they kill more people than a bear. I mean, than you know what I'm saying? Like the motherfuckers is dangerous, bro. Don't want no smoke from one of them, bro. Anyway, moving right along. So I guess you guys can tell me what y'all think. I'm a bear guy. But I wouldn't fuck with no goddamn gorilla either. But Ivory, you said that you would rather get fucked up by a gorilla, a bear than a gorilla, right?
Yeah, because a bear gonna bite you. You know, I'd be afraid of being ripped apart. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's say they get inside, they're gonna grab one of your extremities and rip
A
that
bear
motherfucker right out.
And a bear's gonna do the same thing. He gonna
A
crush
bear
your
ain't
skull
gonna
with a
rip
bite.
one. A bear
What?
will bite you.
He
And
gonna
shit
rip
like
right,
that.
right. Yeah, but that's what they bite your head, rip you to pieces.
Man, I take some munching than getting pulled apart, bro. Nigga, you laying down there and you see he whoop your ass with your own goddamn arm.
Well, let's put it this
I
way:
ain't
you
with
can't
that.
run away from the motherfucker. That's for sure. Yeah, that'll be vicious. But they can't. But a bear, bro, you can't even run from them motherfuckers. They can swim. They can climb trees. They run 35 miles an hour.
Yep.
Fuck out of here, bro. I don't like Clara said, I don't want no smoke with no wild animal. You goddamn right. And I had a nightmare, a bear nightmare. I had my first bear nightmare that I remembered.
I'm gonna get your ass out there, man.
Listen, bro. Whew.
I'm gonna get your
that shit
ass
had
out
me
there.
waking up, nigga, at night, nigga, screaming, nigga, like, what the fuck? I'm serious, bro. I'm not making this shit up, bro.
I'm gonna get you out there.
Man, listen. I had it, man. It was the worst shit, bro. Whatever it was, bro. I was out with my parents. We go to the coast and we would go camping and stuff like that. And so it was like that kind of a setting, bro. And the motherfucking bear was trying to get into the motherfucking cabinet. To our the motorhome. The motorhome door was bashing it in. And I remember I was reading a story about that. Having to this one dude, that motherfucker came into the motherfucker because he smelled the food, bro. And I just heard the roar, the roar of a bear and all this type of shit trying to smash into the thing, bro. I woke up screaming, nigga, like, oh my God, bro. It was the worst dream ever, bro. I had a straight terror, what they call it, terror dreams. For real.
Yeah, those ain't no joke. They seem real.
Listen, bro. That shit was real, nigga. I was sweating and everything, bro. Heart rate was up and all that, bro. It was, bro. And now that I got this little watch, it tests my when I'm sleeping now the last couple of days.
Yeah.
And so I sleep with it, right? And so it shows me my heart rate through when I'm sleeping, right? And how high it goes and stuff like that, or whatever, what my resting is and everything. And so I was looking at the monitor, I was looking at it, and it showed me like where I was sleeping and it was real low, right? 50 something, right? And then it showed where it boosted up to like 90 or 100, bro. And I know that's what I'm having, like a nightmare or some shit like that. And that's the trippy shit when I started looking at my little smartwatch or wearing it, and that's just I just bought it a couple days ago. So, but I can see, now at certain points of the night, when I'm having dreams, you know what I'm saying? Even if they're not dreams that, where I'm scared or something like that, but they'll be intense or where my heart rate is up. You know what I'm saying? It's a trip, bro. Yeah, it's a trip. But I'll be wearing that motherfucker now. I'm on it. Yeah, bears can open doors. Bears ain't cool, man. Them motherfuckers is vicious because when they come at you, they coming to eat you. Like polar bears, they don't eat nothing but meat. But like black bears and brown bears, they'll eat like vegetation, berries, roots, and things like that, and meat, you know. But polar bears, they eat nothing but meat. And you hear the stories about polar bears, you know, when they attack, it's nothing but it ain't no like with brown bears, a mom bear, you know, they'll bite you, you know, fuck you up, and then they'll leave you alone when they figure you ain't a threat no more. But if it's a male brown bear or something like that, it might be more of a predatory attack, and they're gonna eat your ass up. A black bear, you can't play dead. You got to do that with a brown bear. You can't run or nothing. As soon as you start running, it's gonna set their instinct. They're gonna charge you. But a goddamn polar bear, they're gonna stalk you down, run you down, and they're gonna eat your motherfucking ass.
Mm-hmm.
For real. I heard a story. It was these kids. They were out in the Arctic or wherever there were polar bears at or whatever, and they were on these ice things, right?
Mm-hmm.
The bear was going to coming closer to him, and then they watched one of their friends got stuck on on some ice away from him, and all they could do, they sat there and they watched as the bear went over to the dude, and they watched him get ate by the bear, and there's nothing they can do. Get ate by a polar bear, just get smashed, nigga. And you're just sitting there watching your peoples getting smashed on, bro, and there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, that ain't cool.
Yeah, nah, vicious shit. Let me see. Y'all heard about the boy in Georgia that they found decapitated, or it was Georgia? Well, I think it was Georgia. That's tripping, bro.
No, I ain't heard that.
Yeah, it was out in it's in Georgia. And they filed a $12 million lawsuit. But let's see, family files $12 million lawsuit. I don't know, I think I can play the video. Okay, so let's see. William Harvey. It says the family of a man who died. Okay, so these people actually they filed a $12 million lawsuit against Georgia City after man hangs himself with shoelaces in the interview room. That's what happened. So he hung himself based on that. So they're suing him because he hung himself while he was locked up with the police. So the family of a man who died in police custody is suing the city of Savannah for $12 million. William Harvey, 60, hung himself in April of 2021 after he was left alone inside a police interrogation room. Harvey was in custody for aggravated assault. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation released preliminary findings of its investigation, saying evidence showed Harvey died after hanging himself with his own shoelaces while left alone in the interview room. On Tuesday, Harvey's mother, Shirley Francis, spoke at a news conference. I know my son loved his mama, and I loved him in return. But to hear how my child died of neglect, it tears me apart, she said. In 2021, the city of Savannah fired 5 police officers involved in the case, saying they failed to follow proper procedure by leaving Harvey alone and not turning on a surveillance camera in the interrogation room.
That's terrible.
I mean, but so what though? I mean, like, this motherfucker did that. He made a choice.
Man, you hard on him.
Well, they don't usually take all that stuff when you're in the interrogation room.
Oh, you're right.
You know, when you get locked up in the county, they take your belt and your shoelaces and shit. But when you go to you talk to him, they left him in there. He was in there for aggravated assault or whatever. But you kill yourself behind that. It's something deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Terrible.
That's But what do you think though? So you think that they got a case here to sue them for $12 million because of that, or you think they should win? I mean, they got a case of suing them. So what are your thoughts on that?
I think that if it's not in their policy to take their shoes, they shoelaces, because like you said, it wasn't like they were taking him into custody. You know what I'm saying? They just, because I don't even think, not all the times do they handcuff you in if they just, because you're not arrested. Maybe, they just question.
My question. I've been handcuffed in the fucking.
Yeah, it all depends.
Yeah, that's I just don't see them winning that. I don't see them winning that, bro. Not me personally. I mean, because it's like the way they release the story. It's like they're turning him into the victim, and he made a choice. 12 million. And then the police officers were fired. So I mean, based on that, it looks like they do have something though. I don't know how this shit goes, but I just know that for me, I'm just looking at the story. I'm like, nah, dude.
Yeah.
Listen, it all depends on their protocol. Like, you know what I'm saying? The shit they have had him cuffed, like all that kind of shit. Like, or were they just trying to give him a break because they felt he was harmless and all that or whatever? You didn't follow protocol, motherfucker. So
exactly.
Yeah, well, they got fired, so apparently they didn't. So it'll be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see how it turns out. But it sounds like they got action, and I'm sure that any lawyer that's dealing with this will probably not taking the case if they didn't feel like they had a shot. So, for them, it's more to the story. It has to be. So I'm sure we'll find out more later on, but they got action. Like I said, I don't think they'll win, but they just might. Shit, who knows? And I would not be surprised if they did. So that's for sure.
You think you say you don't think they'll win?
No, I don't think they'll win, but I feel like they got action. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they did win.
Got you.
I definitely wouldn't be surprised, because it'd be one of them things where it's like you guys were talking about the protocol, and because they didn't follow the protocol to a point to where they were fired. You know what I'm saying? So that's based on that. That's probably where it's probably not going to be 12 million, and this is what I'm guessing, but it's going to be something significant, but it won't be 12. Maybe like 2-3 million, something like that. It'll probably get settled out, I think.
That's all right. They aim high, and maybe somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, I can dig it, bro. I mean, shit, it's your people, it's your family. I mean, like I said, for them to get fired, there has to be more information that wasn't in the story, because, if they're suing him, it's like he was probably already a mental case. You know what I'm saying? Or there were some things known about him, to where they should have handled him differently. And that's what I'm thinking it is.
Yeah, someone right for them to be fired, for sure. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, we're gonna see, man. If they get the money, then that's gonna be more power to them, though. I mean, but hey, we'll never get their people back, though, and that's the sad part.
So the city might have settled because it's cheaper to make it go away. I mean, that's true too, but I mean, they gonna kick some money. If the police got fired, some money's getting paid for sure.
Yeah. I think that's where we're at. There ain't nothing to it, but just to cash them out. They gonna settle. They ain't gonna allow it to go to trial or nothing. They gonna settle. They negotiate probably right now what it's gonna be. And by June, they're gonna be settled out. How that daytime the daylight savings affecting y'all?
Man, I'm tired. I'd be tired.
Man, listen, I am too. Shit. But I've been getting up, like I told you earlier today. I've been able to get up early as a motherfucker and not be tripping. You know what I mean? I've been getting to work early again. I'm back on my regular. Now, I mean, I'll be up early enough where I can hit the gym and I'll be woke. So yeah, I'm finna start back up today. Yeah, I'm excited. I like this time of the year when the time clocks is like this, when it stay light longer.
Mm-hmm.
That's my shit.
Well, according to the panel or the audience, it is an unpopular thing.
Claire is smart. She takes the day after daylight savings time.
Shit, Claire got 5,000,000
hours. Yeah.
Yeah, her job. They even saying they give her all the shit. She get the full the deluxe package.
You know, the West Coast is waiting on the feds to approve no longer changing the clocks. Yeah, they shouldn't. I mean, shit, we ain't farming and shit like that no more. Ray, we can't hear you.
What I was saying is I prefer this time. You know what I'm saying? If they gonna stop it, I mean, if they ain't gonna stop doing it, just leave it right here.
Yeah,
I'm with that. I mean, I'll vote for that all day. All day. Hey, so listen, I don't know if you guys noticed when I sent you guys the invitations to the show, you know that you can share this show on your platforms.
no.
Yeah, so it gave me the opportunity to do that. So yeah, when I send out the invites, you can put them on your page or your YouTube channel, and you can broadcast it from there, from your platforms. So I'm gonna show y'all how to do that. Germany created daylight savings during World War what? Oh,
One.
two. Oh, one. Yeah, she said one. Yeah, that's interesting. But we need to go ahead and get rid of it. Fuck that. I'm done with it.
Yeah, I thought it was for farming.
It was. It was meant for that. But like you said, we ain't farming like we used to. So, what you think about Charleston White and China Black?
And who?
China Mac.
Oh,
He was talking about Math Hoffa's daughters or some shit. Charleston White showed.
Well, he always talking about Chinese people and shit, Asian people, and so I know trying to make them like that shit.
Yeah, let me see. He had said some fucked up shit about Math Hoffa's daughters.
He says some crazy shit about everybody. That he gonna fuck everybody daughter and all the.
Man, everybody's so sensitive, bro. I mean,
It was meant for farming to conserve oil during the war. Farmers just were smart enough to utilize it to their benefit. Yep, she said she done her research on that.
my family reunion, if I stand up and talk, my 83, 84-year-old grandmama go listen to me.
Okay.
It's a lot of niggas can't, because for one, a black woman don't want to hear nothing a black man got to say, no way.
Okay.
When I talk, my mama listen, my woman listen, the women in my village listen. It's a lot of niggas when they talk, a woman don't believe nothing they say. That's how you know. That's how you know, brother.
And I get it.
So
but
baby, this not but listen. So that's why I say, nigga, don't say nothing to me online. What is your baby mama saying about you while you behind on child support? I ain't never been on child support. I'm a day one daddy. From the time I shot nut in her and she said she was pregnant, I've been there. Nigga, if you've been absent, you can't talk to me.
Gotcha.
Nigga, if you don't know what it's like to be a PTA dad, you can't talk to me. If you don't take the kids to the library after school instead of dropping, you can't talk to me, nigga. You can't talk to me, son. I don't know. I'm perfect attendance as a father. Proud in a motherfucker. And they don't know what it's like not to have a father. If your kids know what it's like not to be in your house with me, nigga, don't get online and say nothing to me.
Now, and piggybacking off of that, what about Math Hoffa? And he's saying that you say he was gonna sodomize his 6-year-old daughter.
I don't even know who Math Hoffa is, and I never said that. I never even said that, brother. I don't even know who Math Hoffa is.
Gotcha.
First, it was somebody named Hocus Pocus said that. And I said, man, I don't even know you. Then here come Math. I don't even know who Math Hoffa is, my nigga.
Right.
I don't even know if he had it.
Gotcha.
I don't even know if he got a son or a daughter. But since he said I said it, yeah, I said it, nigga. I'm in character. It's gonna make for great content. Okay. I don't even know your daughter, homie. I don't even know you. I've never even heard of Matt Hoffa.
Gotcha.
But he want to make me. You know me. I don't know you, fam. But you said I ain't said nothing about you.
Because he literally addressed it 2 days
but
ago.
Where's the video?
Well, he's got the video.
What video? The video of me saying the video of me saying I hope your uncle molester. I hope her uncle molester. Right. I hope her freaky cousin molester.
Right.
Not that I'm gonna do it. I said I hope a relative do it. Who mostly molesting the relative, right? It's a teaching moment if they really listen.
Right.
If they really listen.
Do you feel like the delivery?
I don't give a fuck about the delivery.
I mean, I know it
listen,
right?
So what? But listen, who done
right?
died? We got babies dying out here. Y'all wasn't fucked up about that. We got a kid that got
always fucked up.
But if you fucked up about kids dying, then my delivery wouldn't bother you when you know what I do in real life.
So do you speak to young men often? Do you go around and speak to young men?
High schools, juvenile detention centers. I partner with law enforcement agencies. I just recently done a stop the violence, put the guns down with Griffin County, in Georgia. I do a lot of work with kids. I spoke at a elementary school, Sherwood Elementary School, the day of Young Dolph funeral. Gave away over thousands of dollars. So I do a lot with kids.
That's great.
That's why I feel so confident to come online and say whatever.
He got perfect attendance, nigga.
Oh man, that nigga's funny. But yeah, Matt, he's in New York. He's going to do an interview with DJ Academics and Matt Hoffa. Of course, he's from New York. And so he like, nigga, come out here, nigga, something to happen to you.
Yeah, he got perfect attendance. Get off his tip.
Hey, Charleston White burning up the internet, nigga.
Getting paid, running up on these niggas.
For real, these niggas can't say nothing to him.
He know what he doing, nigga. He getting paid off trolling. And it's working.
Listen, it's working for him. Gotta love it.
It's working like a motherfucker. So, as long as it's working, shit.
Okay, my nigga, I see you out there, date night. Yeah.
Slippery. Excuse me, believe me.
School, you going to that
Yep, tomorrow I think it's at 10. See Ali Sadiq.
Going to where to go see who?
Ali Sadiq.
Oh, Mexican got on boots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mexican got on boots. That nigga's a
Yeah,
fool.
no, he's funny when you talk about his dad and his sisters when he had to go live with his dad when the mom gave him the option and he was like he was gonna live with his dad, nigga, and his sister was like, you know, it's different over. Mom got all the amenities, nigga. He said, Dad, it's just like, you know, put that in the microwave, nigga. You know, like had that nigga selling drugs and shit, nigga. He's funny. Yeah, I like him.
Yeah. He funny, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can't remember how I came across them on my feed.
Oh, he got a cold video on YouTube. You need to pull it, bro. He's talking about what I'm saying. That set was dope as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
But because he was talking about, man, living with my dad or my mom, and he says, I'm a little kid. He giving me that, I'm gonna go with my dad because he's about fun, you know. And the sister was like, I'll stay with mom, and she was like, nigga, you know what are you sure you want to do that? You know, like his sister was asking that or whatever. And he's sitting there because he's younger than her or whatever. He don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? So he like, man, fuck. And he went with his pops though, nigga. And he talked about how his pops said, well, I gotta go out of town. He was like, nigga, I'm like 11.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
He's like, nigga, I'm like 11 years old. Like, you know, he said, when anybody comes to this back door, and they come with something, just take that. So, nigga, he had his hustling.
Yeah.
He came back, nigga. I mean, that dude, that's how I came across him just randomly on YouTube.
Yep.
Listen to him, though, yeah. But he's solid, though. He had me rolling. I remember that it was Saturday.
You seen the one where he said he was selling dope, and the person he had his hand out. And they hit his hand and drove off. They popped the crack out his hand and they drove off.
Yeah. Oh, that's an old school crack move. I remember one of my partners back in the day when nigga was out there calling himself hustling and shit. And this one smoker, bro, he used to always come around, bro. And he used to shice these niggas right there if he was green. And he was just like, oh man, I need like give me 20, give me 40 or whatever. He had 4 pills up there for the nigga. And the nigga be like, oh man, and you look at the pills, nigga, and he'll just hit your hand, nigga, and the pills fly in the air. he'll get what he can out of the 4 pills, nigga, and dip. I seen it in real time, bro. It was one of the most amazing things I ever seen, nigga. They got on his head though one time though. We tried that shit and beat the fuck out of him. It was terrible, bro. But yeah, boop and dip on you, nigga.
And then you seen the one where he said, I guess it was boyfriend, girlfriend, crack addicts or whatever. He said, when you sell to the one, you gotta look for the other, you know. And they whooped his ass or something like that, man.
Oh yeah, she be flirting and doing that little smoker walking, her jaw be clenching. Trying to look sexy, that little smoker sexy walk. Trying to look
sexy dope fiend.
Yeah, this sexy dope. They doing that little ugly walk, nigga, and trying to think they're just so pretty and shit, nigga. You look like, bitch, get out of here with that, nigga. Next thing you know, they done hit you upside your head, nigga, just to get high. For a moment, nigga. Straight like that.
And these places, they wicked.
For real.
Yeah, that was funny.
But yeah, I'm thinking about going, man. I don't know yet. Shit. Man, I'm gonna see how I feel tomorrow after I do my little thing tomorrow.
You should go, man.
I probably will.
We going to the 10,
my nap.
The second show.
10 o'clock one?
Yeah. Dre said always go to the second show.
Yeah. Show up there. Looking like a movie star. Where's my thing?
Yeah. You been running around this city lying, boy.
Oh, shit. What time was this segment start?
It's at 10.
I might try to see what's up with that. I know I got work the next morning, so shit, I don't know.
Shit, what you do? You got the kids this weekend?
Yeah, shit. I need to go get their ass. Yeah, I work on Sunday.
Right. So this nigga Renaud, he got the super shits where it just
Oh shit.
he got the this nigga couldn't get on. He's heavily sedated but smokes weed all day, but he can't get on the show tonight. Yeah, nigga, I'm talking to you. I know you watching, nigga. Hey, Aaron. I see you. You said.
Yeah, he missing in action.
Oh, the game been on in a month, bro. You know what I mean? Him and Terrence. You know, like Don was showing up, nigga, at work, nigga. Jax was showing up at work, nigga. Getting it in. You be on this motherfucker. With them niggas, you know, they got issues. But it's all right, though. It's more to life than just the podcast. I get it. Fellas. It's a paperwork party.
Love's gon' get ya, slugs gon' split ya. Fake white boy, bitch nigga, I dismiss ya. When the raps come around, they get the colds to shoulders. Y'all the undercover rollers, always telling on soldiers. And your niggas who accept them don't surprise me a bit. Putting money in his pocket, that's the illest shit. Now he's talking down to you, say your niggas is bitch. See, I tried to tell you niggas when you fuck with a snitch.
I remember when he had when he put this record out, bro. He had the paperwork in the record and everything, bro. He had all that in there, bro. That shit was crazy. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining the PDXDOPE Live podcast. It's been a great evening. Shout out to all of you guys who joined us and commented tonight. I'm gonna cancel this. We're gonna talk backstage, fellas, but it's the end of the night for me, and I gotta get ready for bed. I got a long day tomorrow. You guys enjoy yourself and be blessed. PDXDOPE Live, and we out. Oh, Petty LaBelle just popped in. Hold on. Oh, you popped in. We popping out.
Oh well, I came to get backstage.
Okay. All right. Well,
yeah, I just came to get backstage. That's
say
all.
hi to the people since you came
What's
on
up,
for the
folks?
last part.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Hold on.
I got stuff to say.
To supplement all that fake shit. Only the strong survive. I roll with great men, powerful, able to grow. Plus we float while you flood it down. Feel my pressure cause it's all around. A dude this priest couldn't teach how to deal with it. My civic duty to put it down and be a critic, admit it. My goal is to get it. Fold over conflict. I combat while my rhymes get airplay. You dare say that you ready for profession now. You outspoken, but you constantly play the crowd. You out of bounds, but you dream about.
I'm right here. I ain't ain't going nowhere. Got something to dance to for players and squares. Drugs and booze we share. The smell of weed smoke and sex in the air. Come and play with me if you dare. It's hotter than Hell's Kitchen, women everywhere. We living it up until the clock stop. Rockin' hip hop, we go hard to the last shot. Or my body drop, playing it in the box. Alright, let me get something clear on top. Get busy, we're not